Hey, what's up guys? This is Joe from Excel by Joe. In this video, I'm going to show you how to take a bunch of sales data from a table and summarize it by the day of the week for sales and for the monthly sales. So we won't use it with pivot tables. We're going to do that with formulas. So stick around, and we are going to get that started right now.
All right, so here we've got our sales table. We've got the date of the sale and the sale. So if we want to break it down into the day of the week of what sale it was, first we got to find out what the day of the week was. And also we can break it out by month. We're not going to do this by pivot table. You could do it by pivot table, but I'm going to do this by using functions. So we got the total sales, the number of sales, and the average sale. So we're going to start off by creating a few extra columns. So we want the day of the week. To start off here by inserting the function called weekday, and parentheses, and then we put A2 and press enter. So it's a 3. So here's the listing of all the days, and Excel assigns them. One is Sunday, so this is a Tuesday. So what we're going to do, I'm going to just double click on the bottom and it'll copy it all the way down. See then here the second, that was a 4, which is a Wednesday. And then here we're going to put the month of the sale. So we can do equals month is for that formula. And then we're just putting the cell A2, press enter. So here's the formula, month. What it does, it looks at A2 and it picks out what the month is, which is just a 1. So I'm going to copy this down. I'm going to double click on the bottom right and it copies it down. You could copy however you want. You could right click and go to copy paste. So now we've got our extra columns of data. So we've got the day of the week and the month. Now let's start creating our formulas. So the first one, we want the total sales. So to do total sales, we could do this fx to insert a function, and we're going to do the formula SUMIF. So what SUMIF is going to do, it's going to look at a range of data, check if it meets that criteria, and if it does, it's going to sum up a similar number in the same row. So the range and the criteria, so we're going to look up first the date. So we're looking up the day of the week. What's the criteria? The criteria is this cell E5, because that's just the number 1. So it's looking up here, and it's looking for 1s. If everywhere it's a 1, it's going to sum this range, and we're going to choose column B, which is sales. So you have to make sure the range and the sum range are both the same. Like this is the full column to the full column. If you did C1 to C1000, this would have to be B1 to B1000, so it can match up and sum it up when there's criteria match. So now we press OK. I'm going to format this. I'll get rid of the parentheses, then I copy it down. There, so here's the sum by the day of the week, the sum of the sales. Now let's do the number of sales. That is a very similar one, but instead of summing them up, we're going to count them. So we're just going to use the function COUNTIF. So the COUNTIF just works like this. You put equals, COUNTIF, parentheses, and we're just counting the criteria. So the range is this, column C, comma, and the criteria is the number 1. So it's going to count basically how many 1s are in column C. So I'm going to press enter. There, so here's all our sales. And now to get average sales, that's just a simple formula, equals total sales divided by number of sales. So we can copy this down. And now we've got the total sales, the number of sales, and average sales by the day of the week. So we can do the same thing now, but for the month. We're going to just do it on column D. So I'm going to just type in the formula. You could type it in, or you could insert the function to get to the wizard, whichever way works for you. I'm just going to type this one in. So what's our range? So our range is what we're going to check for the criteria. So the range is column D. The criteria is a 1, because we're looking for 1s, which is January. And the sum range has to be the same type of range as this. So like if this is D to D, this has to be B to B. And there we go. So we can copy this down, format it, and here's our monthly sales. Now we're going to do the same thing for the number of sales. I'm going to just do it with the wizard, Countif. And what's the range? The range is column D. The criteria is a 1. And there we go, 63 sales. We copy this down. And then our simple formula. Copy the average down. And there we go. So we've got our sales by month and by day. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you got any questions, post a comment. And if you liked it, please press the like button and subscribe to the channel. Thanks. See you in the next video.